Are you missing out on the best tool you can have in your toolbox if you're thinking about buying a house in 2022? If you're thinking about buying a home in 2022, you need to listen up. Whether you're buying in Timbuktu or in our hometown of Oshkosh, Wisconsin, it is a die-hard seller's market. That means that sellers basically control the transaction by conveying to you what they basically need to sell you their home and what constitutes a clean offer in their mind. That's a simplistic way of describing it, but that's the reality when there's so few homes on the market for buyers to haggle over. So what tools should you seriously put in your toolbox in order to set yourself up for success in that transaction? A real estate agent, and specifically buyer agency with a real estate agent. When real estate agents get their license and begin to work with a broker, we are required to work with a certain amount of professionalism, confidentiality, and care, no matter who we work with. When we get our license, though, our default position is that we represent the seller in any transaction. We can be an agent of the broker or a sub-agent of the broker, which means that in the selling of homes, we are technically representing the seller. The tool that you can use to have the agent represent you as the buyer is called buyer agency. There is a document that you can sign with a real estate agent that allows you to ask them to be your agent, to be your representative, and you become the client. In that relationship, the agent represents you. Instead of the seller, they can negotiate on your behalf. They can advise you on material adverse facts that they know about the home that they couldn't in the prior situation as a representative of the seller. They can give you information on how to make a competitive offer. Otherwise, when your mindset is that of representing the seller, as an agent, you still provide that professionalism, that confidentiality, and that care, but you are representing the seller. When you have buyer agency with a buyer, that relationship switches and you represent the buyer. I'll be linking in the description below a pamphlet that's put out by our Wisconsin Real Estate Association, which will give you a better understanding and a look at what the difference between a customer and a client is, and buyer agency and representing a listing or a seller, so that you have the legal information that you need. However, understand that that customer and client relationship changes when you sign that buyer agency document. The point of these comments today and this outlining of buyer agency is to give you another tool in your toolbox so that you as a buyer can feel like you have representation. This 2022 housing market is crazy. There's no other word for it. 2022 came out of the gate faster than we could have even imagined, especially after surviving 2021. You need someone that's in your corner, just like the seller needs someone in their corner. But know that without that document, any agent that you're working with is representing a seller in every home that you enter into. So once you sign that document for buyer agency, that relationship flips and they become your buyer's agent. So as you try to purchase a home, allow that agent to help you with the negotiating, with understanding the comparative market analysis of the home that you're trying to buy or the homes that you're looking at. Take a look at the video that Lauren did just recently on that and some of the other things that we can do for you as an agent. But understand how your rights work when you have buyer agency so that you can feel represented in a transaction and how you can feel that you can competitively succeed in this market. Please take a look at some of our other videos as we talk about things that can help you as a buyer. Know that we'll be putting additional market analyses together. We'll talk about things like inflation. We'll talk about interest rates. We understand that the current conflict in Ukraine is creating instability right now as well. So we're seeing some things that we didn't expect at the beginning of 2022. So it's really important that you get a real estate agent involved in your process, whether you're looking to buy in the next 45 days or in the next 3 months. You need to understand what the market is like and how an agent can help you, and then get a good understanding of any of the documents and the processes that will be involved in the purchase of a home. Thank you for watching.